Hello there, internet family, and welcome back for another Food Diary Friday. Look at the background. Look how pretty. I've got not a scrap of makeup on my face right now, and I'm in a hotel in London. I just woke up a little while ago and I'm gonna spend the whole day today in the spa in the hotel because there's one like upstairs. I had a long day of filming yesterday with my friend Hannah Witten, and then we went to a gig last night to see Ali X, and I'm just kind of exhausted and sore, and I have just so many emails. Am I weird that I'm lighting little candles for myself? Like, I've little, look, there's one behind me. I just love staying in hotel rooms. I didn't want to do a travel-y Food Diary Friday this week though, because you guys love the ones that I do at home and where I show you how to make things from home. So I filmed all my food from the day before I came here, so like 2 days ago. So I'm going to talk you through another what I ate in a day, and then I want to chat a little bit this week about why diets usually don't work. I watched an amazing TED Talks about this, and the speaker echoed so many of my thoughts, and it's just really important for you guys to hear this kind of stuff. So yeah, I want to get cozy though. So we're obviously going to start with breakfast. So recently I have taken to eating breakfast every morning down in the sitting room with my cat Bilbo. So brekkie. So you guys know that I like overnight oats already, and I've started doing them a kind of a new way, and I just really like it. My body agrees so much with this breakfast. So I take some jumbo oats, oatmeal, like porridge oats. I'll chop up some apricots. So you can buy these dried apricots, and they're really smushy and mushy, and they're really nice actually instead of jellies. But I chop those up, put them into a bowl too. And then my special little ingredient, which I did buy in Tesco, so a supermarket, is this flax and chia seed mixture that has the flavor of like apple and cinnamon, and it's so healthy and really, really nice. Like the texture it gives to this overnight is just, oh. I'll mix in whatever dairy-free milk we have on the day, and then I will pop in a tiny bit of maple syrup just to give it a bit of sweetness. Mix this all up, cover it, and put it in the fridge overnight, and then in the morning, oh yeah, and I don't like measure the milk. I just kind of do it till it's just about covered enough. I don't like it being all runny the next day, so I kind of like eyeball it, but there's lots of recipes for like overnight oats online. Anyway, the next morning this is really, really yummy, and the texture is just perfect for me. It's just, I know you might think it's weird, but I just love the flavor of it. So then for lunch I got my favorite sandwich from Olive Cafe in Skerries where I live. My dad and I got the same thing. We were on our way into Dublin for a meeting. He was just dropping me in. This cafe get all their meat free range, which is just so amazing. They even have like free range pork and stuff. I got the Olive Ploughman sandwich. It is so delicious. It has mature Irish cheddar cheese, baked ham, crisp leaves, sliced onion, fresh tomato, mayo, caramelized onion chutney, and the bread is sourdough bread. It's fresh and it's soft, and sourdough bread has so many health benefits, funnily enough, and it doesn't have the same effect on me as regular bread at all. I remember hearing Jamie Oliver talk about how healthy it is and stuff, and I was like, what? I'll leave a link down below about all the benefits of sourdough bread in the description box. And the reason I now have wild hair and a big robe on is because my battery died, and I went and showered and sat in the sauna for ages while it charged. Anyway, then I got a brownie, and I didn't really like it. It was a weird one for me because I love cake and sweets and stuff, but it just wasn't kind of doing it for me, so I gave the rest of it to my dad. And then I swigged back some kombucha, which is a kind of a tea, and it's the one that has like probiotics in it. There's loads of stuff online about kombucha, but basically if you've got like a craving for, I don't know, like fizzy drinks, these ones are sparkling and they've got a flavor in them, so yeah, they're really good. Then after my work meeting, which was really scary, I was terrified, but it went really well, I got some mango, and it had a lime wedge in it, so I like squeezed the lime wedge over the mango. And I also got some green tea. I've actually been drinking so much green tea since last week. I bought 2 boxes of it in my food shopping video that I uploaded last week. The lemon and honey green tea is my favorite one, and I've been drinking maybe about 3 cups on average a day of that. For dinner I had a huge craving for red meat, and yeah, because I don't eat red meat very often. I mostly eat like salmon, then the odd bit of chicken, but I really wanted some red meat, so my dad and I picked up some grass-fed fillet steaks, and I love steak cooked rare, and the way we kind of prep it beforehand is to kind of bash it up a bit with a fork and put on some pepper and some salt, and then we just fry it in a little bit of rapeseed oil. I really like having fried onions with steak or mushrooms, but we didn't have any in the house. For a portion of red meat, I never go bigger than the palm of my hand. I always try and make sure like my portion is that size. Meat takes a long time to digest, so if you eat a lot of it, it's just gonna kind of be in your tummy for a long time. So I don't like to eat huge portions of it. For the rest of the dinner, we just baked some potatoes. So put the roasted potatoes in on an oven shelf for like nearly an hour. They come out so good. I'm obsessed with potatoes. I'm such a typical Irish person. Then I love putting Kerrygold butter mashed into the potato when it's done, into the middle of it. Kerrygold is the salted Irish butter that everyone is like completely obsessed with because it's the best. And we also had some spinach with the dinner, and I put a little bit of my favourite Ballymaloe relish onto the side of the plate. And then for my dessert, I had the nicest thing ever. So you guys may remember last week I bought the cinnamon cereal, Curiously Cinnamon. I think they used to be called cinnamon grahams when I was little. They are so good. I had a bowl of those with chopped banana and some dairy-free milk. They're really sweet, and I know like cereal might seem like a weird dessert option, but there was no like cookies or chocolate left in the house, and I just still wanted something sweet. Like later on in the evening I was watching Orange is the New Black because I'm so obsessed with that show right now. Oh my god. Yeah, so that was another day of food for me, and like, yeah, I eat when I'm hungry, guys, and it's the one thing that I just want to kind of teach you guys, that you should eat when you're hungry and learn to listen to your body. And it can take a long time if you're coming from a background of diets or a background of eating problems. It's definitely a hard thing, but it's worth sticking out and learning because, yeah, so going back to that TED Talks I was recommending to you guys, in it the speaker talks about the body's natural weight set point, and I know this is a thing from experience, but there's a lot of evidence to suggest that our bodies have this biological way of kind of regulating our weight just to preserve our health and stuff like that. So if you spend a long time at a higher weight, especially when you're younger, your body is going to regulate itself to kind of always stay within about 10 to 15 pounds of that weight, and that's very normal. So if you find that you're oftentimes about 10 to 15 pounds heavier than you'd naturally like to be, or say you can diet down to this certain weight but then you always gain like a stone back, which a stone is 14 pounds, it's for a very good reason. So the reason I really don't like diets and going on a diet is because you're essentially trying to lose weight kind of quickly. Most diets, even the very popular ones such as Slimming World and Atkins and, you know, raw plant-based, all of them help many people to lose weight, but all of them massively reduce or completely remove a food group. So you've got your macronutrients, which are proteins, fats and carbohydrates, and then all the micronutrients are the things that are very important for your health, like vitamins, minerals and all that kind of stuff. But we need all of the macros. They're very important and they have very different functions in our bodies. So you can be healthy and you can really get on top of your health without being stick thin. And I think this is the biggest issue I have with a lot of the clean eating food vloggers and stuff like that, is that they kind of use thinness as a measure of health, which just isn't the case at all. Like my blood tests are absolutely perfect and I am a UK size 12, which is the average size. So, you know, a lot of people will think average isn't great, but I love being healthy and I love my body. But there was a time where I hated my body being this size, and if you're there right now, I definitely understand how you feel, because you're being socialized to think that you need to be smaller, that you're not good enough, that, you know, you see all these pictures and, you know, you may have friends who are a lot smaller, you see actresses, you see musicians, you see music videos, and those are people who work so hard to attain those figures. They're not naturally like that, and you'll see this with a lot of actors and actresses between movie roles. They'll just like completely let loose and they'll get long lens bikini pictures of them on the beach looking a bit worse for wear, but it's not, they're just looking normal. If you're gonna diet and then quickly go back to normal eating being eating too much crap food and then diet again and then go back to your old habits that aren't very healthy. And then it's so bad because to reduce your body's natural weight set point is quite difficult. You have to maintain a slightly lower amount of calories per day for a couple of years straight. The important things are focusing on health, focusing on how you feel, focusing on loving your body in its current state regardless of what point of your journey you're at, and learning to eat when you are hungry, because oftentimes people lose weight that way. If you just eat when you want food and you mostly reach for like healthy things most of the time, and then have your little indulgences, knowing that you can, like telling yourself you can eat whenever you want, telling yourself you can eat whatever you want, it just takes off this huge pressure and it removes the need to diet, because then your weight isn't yo-yoing, your weight is staying at a constant. So figure out what your weight set point range may be. So think of what weight have you been for most of your life, or what size even, and then tell yourself that on a good day, maybe in the summer months, you might be at the lower part of that weight set point, and then maybe at Christmas time you might indulge a bit more and be at the higher part of that weight set point. And just don't stress it. Don't stress it. Your health matters more than anything, so don't cut out food groups, please. Don't do stupid diets where it's like hardly any fat or low carbs, or feckin' your body doesn't need protein at all. Your body needs all of them. You can get all of them if you eat a balanced diet where you can have lots of yummy foods and you start making things yourself. Oh, an ambulance. If you go on a diet, you're going to come off it at some point. So it's just better to address your lifestyle and have a lifestyle change and form healthier habits. That's what I'm going to leave you on today, guys. And I hope you're still enjoying my Food Diary Friday videos. I love doing these now, just because the comment section has become like a little forum for you guys to all chat to each other, chat to me, leave a comment, anything that you're thinking or want to ask me, or even if you just want to share what you ate yesterday or today, or a recipe you love, or something you tried that you think we'll all enjoy eating, just let us know. Thumbs up if you enjoy, guys and dolls, and I'll see you next week.